Today we're going to be taking a look at the SN30 Controller by 8bitdo. Now I'm lucky enough to own several 8bitdo controllers, and I've done reviews just like this one for each of them. If you're interested in checking out any of them other videos, there will be a description for each one in the link below. So first of all, let's see what this controller is capable of. It has the ability to link up with your Nintendo Switch, your Mac, 10.7 and above, Windows 7 and above, Steam Windows 7 and above, Android 4.0 and above, and Raspberry Pi, Bluetooth 2.0 and above. Now I will say very quickly, when I bought this controller, I actually thought it was going to be purple. As you can see on the back here, it says it's blue. But this controller does come in a variety of colours. There's the original grey, there's a red, there's a green that I think my friend Lacey from Do You Nerd will like, there's a blue, which apparently is what this is, although I still say it looks kind of purple, and a yellow. I would also like to quickly point out that there is a Pro version of this controller which comes with analog sticks, and also a version of that comes with better grips. So there's plenty of variety to be had. Now without further ado, let's get this thing out of the box. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed in the colour. I didn't want to buy a blue one, I wanted to buy a purple one. And in case you think I'm going crazy, look at the colour difference. They're not even close. So, while my opinion of the controller has yet to be decided, I will say I'm not happy with the packaging or the advertisement to it. This isn't purple. That's some false advertisement right there. And here it is next to an American Super Nintendo controller and a European / Japanese Super Nintendo controller. I do quite like how dynamic the 8bitdo one is, with the lack of details in the design. It doesn't have the circle around the action buttons. It doesn't have Super Nintendo slapped on the front, and all the buttons are the same colour. I will point out now that only the American Super Nintendo controller has the Y and X button concave instead of convex, which means the buttons stick in rather than stick out. It does have a real nice weight to it. It feels good and solid. Yes, if you're wondering why the light's on, I have to admit I've already synced it to a Switch, which I will show you in a minute. It is a really nice design. And yes, even though I'm a Sega fan, I have to admit, the Super Nintendo always did have a fantastic controller. It really is so comfortable. On the back here we have some specs listed, which we don't really care about, and I'm guessing that's 8bitdo's logo, although I won't lie, I can't remember off the top of my head. The D-pad feels just like the ones from the original. All the action buttons do. Start, select, the shoulder buttons, they feel perfect. Well, everything seems to work fine. It feels good, it plays good, no lag, no problems like that. Overall, a very good controller. Now the simple question is this worth your money? Should you buy this controller? Yes and no. If you want to play Super Nintendo games on your Switch and you want this controller, then it's perfect for that. It is fantastic for that. It plays well, there's no lag. I can't find one reason why you shouldn't get it. But be careful with what you're buying. I did genuinely think I was getting a purple controller, but I got a blue one. Makes me wonder if some of the packaging for the others is wrong. Maybe the red controller's one looks more orange, maybe the yellow looks more gold. Who can say? If you want to use this controller for a genuine Super Nintendo, I have some bad news. You will need to also purchase the retro receiver. Nothing comes with this controller that you can plug into a Super Nintendo, and of course it won't just link up via Bluetooth to a SNES. The retro receiver goes for round about the same price as what this controller did, so you'd be looking at doubling your spending fee in order to play this on your Super Nintendo. Not to mention, if you did want this for a Switch, while it does feel good and play good, you only have the one directional control button, so it'd be fine for many 2D games and platformers. But if you wanted to play something like Doom, this controller will be useless to you. If you enjoy your retro games on the Switch, this is a fantastic controller for that. If you want to use it on more modern games, like maybe Animal Crossing, you're going to lose out on some functions due to the lack of buttons. But there we have it. That is 8bitdo's SN30, or SN30, however you want to pronounce it. Thank you very much for watching today's episode of GamePoke. If you enjoyed it, please click like and leave a comment. And if you want to help out the channel, please click subscribe. It really does help. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.